Republicans began pushing a broad tax cut for businesses and many individuals through the Senate Finance Committee on Wednesday, a measure complicated by a late-addition repeal of the Obama health care law's requirement that Americans get insurance coverage. In the House, a separate version without the repeal element cleared a procedural hurdle, setting the stage for a crucial Thursday vote. Erasing the Affordable Care Act's individual mandate provided Republicans with more money that they used to make some tax breaks for people modestly more generous. But it raised questions about whether it might prompt some moderate GOP senators to back away from the measure. The nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office has projected that dismantling the requirement would mean 4 million additional uninsured people by 2019 and 13 million more uninsured by 2027. Worries about leaving more people without coverage were among the reasons GOP attempts to outright repeal much of President Barack Obama's law crashed in the Senate this summer. Republicans controlling the Senate 52-48 can afford to lose only 2 votes and still push the measure through the chamber, since all Democrats seem likely to oppose the package. In another money-saving move, Hatch changed his bill late Tuesday to abruptly end the personal tax reductions after 2025. Under Senate rules, if legislation bill drives up federal budget deficits, after 10 years it cannot be shielded from bill-killing filibusters by Democrats. It takes 60 votes to end a filibuster, numbers Republicans don't have. The corporate tax cuts would be permanent. They include dropping the corporate tax rate from 35% to 20%. Keeping the individual mandate tax in place means retaining the status quo, which isn't working all too well, said Senate Finance Panel Chairman Orrin Hatch, R. Utah. Zeroing it out means we have a chance to provide greater tax relief to middle-class families, through both reduced penalties and lower overall rates. The Finance Committee was hoping to approve the measure by week's end. A separate version of the bill cleared a procedural hurdle in the House on Wednesday on a 235-191 party line vote. The House is expected to pass its legislation on Thursday. White House Legislative Director Mark Short said President Donald Trump spoke Wednesday to Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, R. Kentucky, and House Speaker Paul Ryan, R. Wisconsin, about the tax legislation. Trump plans to talk to House Republicans about their measure at the Capitol on Thursday to rally support before the House vote. Short said Republicans feel they have momentum but added, "We're always concerned. The reality is we don't have a large margin in the Senate." Eliminating the mandate provides Republicans with $318 billion in 10-year savings, due to fewer people would be expected to get government-subsidized health coverage. It imposes a tax penalty on people who don't have insurance at work and don't buy an individual policy. Democrats pounced on the GOP changes. My colleagues on the other side have now shown their hand. The corporate handouts are permanent, the family breaks are not, said Oregon Sen.